Harvest Aid is a non-profit organization that has been operational since 2002. It is an organization that primarily helps granny and child-led families. We provide them with food on a weekly basis. We also provide them with clothing whenever we can. Our objectives are to give every child the right to an education. We find that children are staying away from school because either they're not getting their nutritional needs, or they're looking for other opportunities to raise funds to help the family to gain food, and we are saying that every child has the right to their childhood and every child has a right to an education, and so we want to make sure that they have food and that their basic needs are met. We started the Enterprise Development Program with this granny, where we have set her up in a second-hand clothing business. This is a very easy business to keep running since we get a lot of donations of clothing, and so some of that is allocated to the project. She then sells it in her community. We've arranged for her to have a hanger and signage, and we've trained her in bookkeeping and basic skills to make sure that her business runs. But by doing this, we've enabled her to rise above her circumstances, and also the government grants are as helpful as they are. It's not enough to keep a family afloat.
Harvest Aid has done a lot to the children of this community. Hence, we're dealing with the learners who are vulnerable, who are orphans. So Harvest Aid is providing them with food, with clothes, and it has changed most of the lives of these children because even the attendance of the learners have improved a lot. It is very much important even to the community too. They also cater for the community as at large because even the grannies are being catered for.
And ba re letsa dijo ba re thabisa go be monate ba re bolella hore re le thabisa yana ka re bona re batho ba bagolo nako ngwe le bona sentse ba tle go thaba e seng hore ntse ba dula ba ngongore ya ko mahae ka re hona le bana.
The impact of the program on the ground is that as we are working with child-led families and granny-led families, we have noticed that it is very important that the kids, they need to be fed in order for them to be able to go to school. And then we're trying to normalize the lives of the children by giving them clothing, so that if they're with other kids, they can fit in so that they don't have to look down on themselves and feel that they are different. We're trying to normalize their lives.
We have 107 children in our feeding program at the moment. We have a child sponsorship program whereby giving 300 Rand a month, you're able to feed a child for a whole month on a weekly basis. A food parcel with a balanced meals for that week gets delivered. And so the challenges would be to actually get vehicles and fuel to deliver the food that we're receiving. From a corporate perspective, Munich Reinsurance has assisted us on numerous occasions. An organization called Hein Life Science personally sponsors a few children. Galax Networking and Consulting calls us on a frequent basis to collect buckets of food that they've collected for us. Innovation Group also have sponsored children and have made salary sacrifices to support our organization. And from a school point of view, we have a lot of exciting projects that schools can participate in. A little bottle project called Feed a Friend, where they can gather a few coins, and with that little bottle we can then invest in buying food for the children. When I think about the long-term objectives of Harvest Aid, I would say we want to focus on the smaller group of people, but really holistically on a all-round kind of a basis. Equip them and nurture them and encourage them to rise above their circumstances, that their current circumstances should not depict their future outcome.